One single press. The giant log screams, splitting into pieces. The wood splitter charges into battle. No mercy, no pause. Each plank shoots out like a bullet. This is the arena of steel and pressure. Welcome to Woodpath Channel. A large round log is carefully secured in place by the man. He lowers the lever, and immediately the machine automatically pushes the log toward the sharp splitting blade. The blade swiftly and decisively cuts through, splitting the log into clear sections. This is a manual wood splitter operated by a mechanism that combines human effort with automatic pushing, blending tradition and technique. All it takes is one push of a button, and the action begins. The conveyor jolts to life, pulling in raw logs with mechanical hunger. Screech. The circular saw slices through the trunk like it's paper. Instantly, the cut log enters the splitter. Steel blades slam down with precision, cracking the wood into neat, uniform pieces. No pause, no delay. Each log is processed in mere seconds, and the split pieces glide smoothly onto the outfeed conveyor, carried directly to the storage area, ready for loading. The LDK 450 isn't just a machine. It's a high-speed production line, engineered for performance, tuned for speed, and executed with flawless precision. No wonder people say, that's insane speed. At a vast lumber yard, the brute force 24 to 30 HD log splitter powers through with immense strength. Large logs are firmly positioned on the splitting bed, and each decisive cut slices the wood cleanly and precisely. The sharp steel wedge, driven by high hydraulic pressure, swiftly tears the logs into neatly split pieces. With every downward stroke, fine wood chips fly wildly, creating a white cloud of dust around the machine. The continuous thuds echo loudly, blending with the roaring engine to produce a vibrant, energetic soundtrack. The operation runs smoothly and rhythmically, from loading the logs, pushing them into the wedge, to scattering the split wood pieces, all happening in an unbroken flow. The power of the brute force 24 to 30 HD is evident in every cut, strong, precise, and highly efficient. The Cord King CS 27 to 40 log splitter operates within a professional wood processing environment, with the operator seated securely inside the cabin, comfortably monitoring and adjusting controls with precise levers. Each saw cut on the logs is executed decisively and accurately, the blade swiftly slicing through the timber. Immediately after, the splitter's powerful force presses on the logs, splitting them into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The small wood pieces are then fed onto a conveyor system, gently but continuously moving straight to a rotating drum at the end of the conveyor. This rotating drum removes any small wood debris, ensuring the final product is clean and uniform before being loaded onto trucks or storage areas. The entire process flows smoothly and rhythmically, showcasing the machine's power and precision, while maintaining high efficiency and operator safety. Petzolato VSP 60.60 Green Steel, Italian power among the ashwood. In the clearing where freshly cut ash logs lie scattered, the Petzolato VSP 60.60 rolls in, dressed in its iconic deep green armor, not to blend in, but to stand out. A bold machine, built for hardwood domination. Logs ride the conveyor up into the precision hydraulic saw unit. One decisive cut, and the ashwood yields. Instantly, the segment is transferred to the multi-blade splitting chamber, where steel wedges drop like hammers, breaking the log into perfect firewood chunks. From lift to cut, split to stack, the entire operation is smooth, fast, relentless. The green Petzolato VSP 60.60 is not just a splitter, it's a complete processing line born for high-volume work. When it meets tough ashwood, it doesn't hesitate, it performs. The Series 8000 wood cutting and splitting machine stands like a colossal steel beast dominating the workshop space. The operator sits motionless inside the cabin, eyes taut like strings, never leaving the control screen. Every move sharp and precise to the millimeter. The splitting blade, sharp as a cold dagger, strikes swiftly into the log, tearing apart wood fibers with relentless force. Meanwhile, the circular saw blade rises and falls rhythmically, shaking the entire frame like thunder roaring through the air, sending sparks flying as metal meets metal. The roar of the machine blends with the crashing of breaking wood, composing a mechanical symphony full of drama, freezing the atmosphere in a breathless moment. At a large timber yard, dozens of round logs lie neatly in rows, silently awaiting their turn. Amidst the dust and sawdust-filled air, a red log splitter stands out, a glowing block of machinery ready for work. One log is lifted onto the machine's table and slowly pushed toward the circular saw. A man manually lowers the blade, his movements firm and steady. With a decisive pull, the blade slices through the log, which is then pushed onward into the splitting wedge. In moments, the large timber is transformed into clean, uniform billets, each piece fitting perfectly, as if molded by precision itself. SplitX 450, 5T Yanmar, fiery red power with a sharp hydraulic arm. The SplitX 450, painted in striking red, stands like a warrior amidst the woodpile. Its powerful, agile hydraulic arm is equipped with a razor-sharp splitting blade, ready to deliver precise, decisive cuts. The operator smoothly maneuvers the arm, placing each log on a sturdy platform. The splitter blade swiftly descends, pressing forcefully into the rough trunk, the sound of cracking wood echoing through the air. Running quietly yet powerfully, the 5-ton hydraulic system combines strength and precision, transforming large, tough logs into neatly squared firewood pieces, ready for any use. The 60-ton log splitter, a colossal machine delivering crushing force far beyond typical equipment. Massive, heavy logs are positioned into the pressing chamber, bracing for the enormous pressure about to be unleashed. As the machine powers up, the giant hydraulic piston descends, exerting tens of tons of force. Slowly but irresistibly, though it snaps with thunderous cracks, breaking into pieces both large and small. The machine's power resembles a steel beast, pulverizing every obstacle in its path. With such immense pressure and capacity to handle gigantic logs, this splitter becomes the beating heart of any wood processing site, a force no human strength can match. The WJ-Tech hydraulic log splitter is a compact yet powerful machine, driven by a modern electric motor that delivers smooth, consistent hydraulic force. Each log is positioned neatly into the splitting tray, awaiting the descent of a sharpened steel wedge from above. Once engaged, the splitting blade lowers decisively, pressing the entire log into the wedge. The crisp cracking sound of wood breaking fills the air as the log splits instantly into 2 or more pieces, depending on the wedge configuration. Then, the blade automatically rises, resetting for the next log. This repetitive cycle of lowering, splitting, and lifting continues rapidly and efficiently, handling the entire wood pile with speed and precision. Thanks to its reliable hydraulic system and durable electric motor, the WJ-Tech processes timber smoothly and effortlessly. Unlike louder gas-powered systems, WJ-Tech runs with a deep, At a corner of the lumber yard, the Milan uses log splitter with its conical rotating tip is running powerfully. The steel cone spins continuously at a steady speed, generating a strong twisting force that splits the wood. 2 men work closely together, pushing the log firmly into the sharp spinning cone. As the log contacts the cone, the twisting force penetrates deep into the grain. Cracks begin to spread along the wood, and the log splits decisively, breaking into clear sections. The screech of steel against wood rings out, mixed with the strong effort of the men pushing hard. The 720p footage captures every turn of the cone and the smooth coordination between the 2 operators, showcasing a log-splitting process that is both efficient and powered by raw, traditional mechanical force. The log splitter operates with a smooth and powerful rhythm. As logs are placed onto the pusher tray, the hydraulic system engages, generating strong pressure. The sharp steel wedge swiftly lowers, cutting decisively and precisely through the wood. The crisp cracking sound of splitting timber fills the air as the logs break into multiple, uniform pieces. After splitting, the smaller firewood sections are pushed out onto a conveyor or fall onto the ground, ready for transportation or further use. The cycle repeats rapidly and efficiently, creating a characteristic rhythm of professional wood processing. Cone wood splitter, the power of rotation, splitting wood decisively. The cone wood splitter features a simple, compact design yet delivers high efficiency. A specially designed steel cone is mounted on a rotating shaft, spinning rapidly to generate strong centrifugal force. As logs are pushed straight onto the spinning cone, its sharp steel blade tears through the wood swiftly and decisively. This mechanism splits wood without requiring heavy pushing force, using rotational motion to break through the solid trunk structure. The cone wood splitter is a simple yet powerful solution, ideal for fast wood splitting tasks, saving labor while maintaining high performance. The log splitter moves as if pre-programmed. Each section of wood is cut cleanly, each billet split with rhythmic precision. Everything flows in perfect sync, no rush, no hesitation. It's as if the machine understands its purpose, executing each phase with methodical calm and mechanical grace. No instructions needed, no pauses, just a continuous flow of work, carried by the quiet authority of steel and engine. On a bed of soft green grass, a solid oak log lies still, almost daring to resist. But within seconds, steel and torque respond with uncompromising force. The conical splitter, solid, spiraled, descends slowly. Mounted on a hydraulic arm, it begins to spin, boring deep into the log like a massive steel screw. A sharp whirring sound. Cracks ripple across the bark. Then crack. The log splits cleanly in two, right on the soft grass below. No sawdust, no deafening noise, just silence, broken by raw mechanical power. This is how nature yields, quietly but decisively. A large-scale log splitter, purpose-built for 4 simultaneous operators, forms a synchronized and efficient wood processing line. The machine is open from 4 sides, with each operator managing a specific control station, working in perfect harmony, like interlocking gears within a massive industrial engine. Massive logs are fed in from multiple directions. The combination of razor-sharp splitting blades and powerful hydraulic pushers quickly and cleanly breaks the logs down into smaller, uniform pieces. The sound of splitting wood echoes from all sides, blending with the steady hum of machinery and coordinated movements into a vibrant industrial rhythm. Splitting actions occur smoothly and safely, with each operator playing a vital role in maintaining the continuous flow. From every angle, large logs are systematically transformed into finished firewood, ready for storage or loading. At an open timber yard bathed in early sunlight, golden rays cascade over stacks of logs piled high. A gentle breeze stirs the treetops, carrying with it the earthy scent of fresh wood and sawdust. In one corner of the yard, a woman methodically places each log in front of a crude yet powerful splitting blade. The splitter growls to life as the rotating shaft engages, driving forward with relentless force. In an instant, the sharpened steel slices cleanly through the log, sending 2 even halves tumbling to either side. Nearby, several others are hard at work. One operates a forklift moving timber, another stacks split wood into tidy rows, each action sinking into a steady rhythm of labor. Beneath the rough exterior of the machine lies a hidden thread, a moment of distraction, a careless brush of the hand, and the consequences could be severe. In this space, where mechanical strength meets human precision, each split marks not just the cutting of wood, but a delicate balance between power and caution. In the heart of a cold winter landscape, the bright red Eastimade 48C firewood processor stands out against the pure white snow like a mechanical giant from another realm. Snow covers the yard, the wind bites through the air, but the machine works steadily, powerfully, unfazed by the cold. Massive logs are lifted by the feed deck, and the hydraulic ram forcefully pushes each log into the sharp central splitting wedge. With a clean, crushing motion, the thick log is shattered into neat firewood pieces, while wood chips and vapor rise from the cold timber like mist in the frozen air. The Easton-made 48C, built for the toughest, densest logs, performs flawlessly even in sub-zero temperatures. The operator, seated comfortably in the control cabin, moves the levers with precision, while the machine relentlessly cuts, splits, and delivers. The yard echoes with the hum of the engine and the crack of braking wood, a rhythmic winter symphony of power and precision. A tall log stands upright, firmly planted within the splitter's core. Gone is the roaring circular saw. Instead, powerful pushes from the machine and a razor-sharp blade take over. The blade, like a cold sword, slices through the wood fibers, cleaving the trunk into multiple slender strips. The once sturdy logs seem to tremble in fear before the relentless power of the blade, as if bowing down to an unbeatable conqueror. Growy versus the giant oak, a struggle of power and precision. In the frame, the Growy machine stands before a massive challenge, a thick, heavy oak log, unyielding and full of resistance. The mechanical arm reaches out, clearly undersized for the task. It trembles slightly, struggling to lift and center the colossal timber. A man steps in, seasoned and steady. With practiced hands, he repositions the log, guiding it into place, adjusting angles, giving it the human touch machines still need. Then, with a single press, the hydraulic ram surges forward. A brutal push. The oak log shakes, and then crack. A thunderous sound of splitting wood pierces the air. The mighty oak yields, ripped clean in two. Both halves crash to the ground with force, dust and splinters rising like smoke from a battlefield. Growy pauses, its job done. In that moment, machine and man prove what they can do together, take on nature's toughest, and break it open with precision and brute force.